Good morning. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso. This is the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to the 34th chapter of the Tao Te Ching. We'll begin by accessing a screen share mode. And let's chant using the bookend chant. Tao Te Ching chapter 34. The great Tao flows everywhere. All things are born from it, yet it does not create them. So the Tao we're talking about here is not a person. It's not a great celestial Santa Claus upon whose lap we can climb up and ask for favors. It is a system that is completely yin in nature, which means instead of relying upon Yang's linearness, directness, and aggressiveness, and advancingness, it relies upon Yin's centeredness and yielding and flowing and circuitous nature. So this yin system has no agenda, yet it becomes a great boon in the lives of those who work with it. In fact, it could be argued from those who fancy cosmology, the four primary functions of the powers of the universe: gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force, are passive experiences. Let's continue. It pours itself into its work, yet it makes no claim. It nourishes infinite worlds, yet it does not hold on to them. There are many fundamentalist systems of thought that center around a real or an imagined creator who basically says, I made you, therefore you owe me big time, drop to your knees and pay homage. The Tao is none like that. The Tao is simply a system that benefits all beings, and we can learn from it instead of by identifying with a megalomaniacal, all-powerful narcissist. We can identify with this complete selflessness that, although does great good, expects absolutely nothing in return. Since it is merged with all things and hidden in the hearts, it can be called humble. Since all things vanish into it and it alone endures, it can be called great. It is not aware of its greatness, thus it is truly great. Whether we use the Buddhist term Dharmakaya or Tathagata or Chita Mitra, or we use the Taoist term Tao, there's this idea that we can tune in to something which pervades all things, beings, and phenomena. Some Buddhists call it the alaya consciousness, the subtle consciousness that pervades all of thought. We can use the great gulf between worlds, this vast apparent emptiness, as a metaphor of the non-graspability, which is the ultimate nature of all things, beings, and phenomena. We tap into either our inner Buddha nature or our outer sense of awareness the exact same way by noticing during the in-breath and by relaxing as best we can during the out-breath. Let's continue. Oh, that's all you get. Chapter 34 is Danaruni. Well, my friends, I thank you for your time and your kind attention. I want to remind you that these videos are made possible because of the kindness of my patrons, who either on Patreon or on PayPal, and I want to thank you. You know who you are. Bye-bye now.